I am I'm filming on a makeshift setup. As we all know, it's always makeshift if you ask me. Today I am sitting on the heater with a little blanket over the top. Anyways, what's up, you guys? I'm Nike Simone here. I'm a princess of a city in whatever city that I'm in. If you read by the title, you already know that this video is a smoke with me and a life update chit chat video. If there's something you're interested in, then don't forget to first like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell up top so you get all my videos as soon as I post them. And let's dive right into this video. Okay, so what's up, you guys? Like I say, welcome. I am back with a smoke with me and a chit chat, life update type stuff. And I just want to talk about a couple of things. I did not come to the smoke session this time unprepared. I do already have my blunt rolled. I already got a lighter, and I do have down the topics that I want to talk about. So we gonna just hop right into it. Let's just get to the basics right quick. The first things first that I want to talk about is that I did do a fast. I did complete Margaret Tracy J's 3-day Esther fast. It's not, the fast isn't Margaret Tracy J's, but she's the one who orchestrated for us to do the fast. So I did a 3-day Esther fast. This fast was a water fast. Esther fast is actually a dry fast, but she modified it to where it was a water fast. So for 3 days we were supposed to set out to seek God's glory, and to only drink water, so that we could understand that God is pretty much all that we need in a time of weakness. And so I do want to talk about that right quick before I hop into it. I feel like my fast, what I know about my fast that I could do to my next fast is that I will worship more. I feel like a part of me didn't really receive all the anointing that God could have granted me because I didn't really worship. I really didn't put myself in a place where I could really, like, I was listening to the music, listening to gospel music and stuff, but I wasn't placing myself in a position to where I can actually worship and put my hands in the sky and say thank you, Jesus, and just cry and shout. I didn't put myself in that type of place. So I know now, in order to really hear from God, I really would have to put myself in that place so that I could listen. But I feel like my fast, I completed it. I did slip up a little way, nibble on a piece of chicken nugget. I ate one dill pickle chip, and I drank lots of tea with honey. So I just want to say, I do encourage anybody who is seeking to do a fast or just trying to get close to God to do the fast. I would encourage you to do it because it will be a step towards you understanding how to do the fast. Like, this was my first fast ever in my life. I'm 27 years old, and I was starting to get to a point where I was feeling like I couldn't do it, but I was doing it, right? So for day one was awesome. You know, you could power through day one with no kind of like with no strings attached, because you still got food in your body, food in your system from the day before. You still, you know, you still got all those things. So you not really, you in it day one, but day one you not in it. You in it day one, but by day two you start to feel a change, and by day three you start to feel it. Like, you start to really feel it. Like you still feel that your body is lacking something, if that makes sense. So like I said, I do want to encourage everybody who wants, I don't want to make this video super long, but I do want to encourage everybody who want to do a fast to do one. I will say, don't tackle a fast like I did on my first time doing a fast, doing 3-day fast with only water on your first fast. My mom did tell me that wasn't like practical. I kind of should have baby stepped into it. Unless you're led by God to do the 3-day fast, I wouldn't kind of like 3 days at a time, right? 3 days water fast. So But I would encourage you to hop in it. I do encourage, I'm gonna come a little closer. I do encourage you to hop in it. I do encourage you to try to stay focused. I don't know why. I planned all this out. I planned my seat out and everything, but the devil don't want me to tell y'all to do a fast. But I'm telling y'all anyway, even though I'm falling off the heater, to commit yourself to God and do a fast. Even if you don't make it through 100%, at least you're letting God know that, yo, I'm trying here. I'm prepared to do this, and God will give you strength and grace and will power for you to be able to actively get through with that fast. And that's what I want to say. Like, God will be able to get you through that fast. So I did go cold turkey on weed as well. I didn't smoke my whole 3 days of fasting. And originally, sorry if I'm all over the place. Originally, I was saying like, okay, I'm gonna fast from food. I'm gonna still smoke weed. I'm gonna smoke weed and pray and all that. But it kind of worked out to where I didn't have no weed, and I just didn't, you know, like ask for none. I didn't let nobody know I was out of weed for them to say, oh, okay, I can get you some. Oh, do you need me to call them? Da da da. So. Like, right, that's why I say I did also fast from weed. So I haven't smoked weed in 3 days, you guys. It is February the 3rd. I made it through my fast officially. I finally got to eat some food. I ate rice bowl, what I call my famous rice bowl. Basically rice, smoked sausage, stir fry mix, and mixed veggies. Very, very simple, right? So that's all I want to tell you guys. I did do a fast, and I do encourage anybody else who is trying to go closer to God to do the fast. In doing the fast, I do realize that I was kind of angry a little bit, and I was a little bit more mean. And I know that's because, 1, you don't got food, 2, I don't got weed. And that is like, those are both things that we use to cope with anger issues and mental problems and, you know, anxiety. And when I don't got that, it's like I'm not choosing sympathy, and I'm not choosing sadness, but my mind and my brain is immediately choosing attack, or my mind is just choosing, like, you know, to growl instead of just to be at peace. So that was one of my major problems that I was able to reflect on and to figure out after my fast was complete. Like, yo, I did realize I walked through my fast, and while I was going through my fast, even though, you know, I was doing it with good intentions, I did have, like, I was kind of angry, I was kind of mean, you know, I was lacking nutrition, and that's not the blame for it, because I need to know how to control my emotions and control my feelings no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. I did a fast, an Esther fast. And I would encourage everybody to do the fast as well. Another life update. But before we get into the life update, because this is a smoke with me chit chat video, I just needed to get my God portion, part of my God portion out the way. First, we is finna get ready to smoke this blunt. This is the blunt I got. This is a Diamond Game. I don't know why I sound like I'm out of breath, but this is a Diamond Game, you guys. And I was smoking Berry Dutchess, but Berry Dutchess seemed like, I just heard Honeycomb say too, like the Berry Dutchess have just, they didn't got weak. Like, I don't know who rolling the motherfuckers. Excuse my language. I don't know who's rolling the joints, who's rolling the guards at Dutch Master, but they messing them up for sure. So like I say, this is a Diamond Game, and we just finna light it and get into it, because like I said, I haven't smoked in a long time. I'm kind of like anxious, just like with me eating. I haven't ate in a long time, so I was eating, and like, yeah, as soon as I start eating, I'm like, yo, okay, I'm probably kind of full, you know? So I hope this video is not all over the place, but let's just hope not. Let's smoke the blunt. Another thing I want to talk to y'all about in the smoke with me chit chat life update is that I did get a job. I actually start my job tomorrow. I don't know when y'all gonna see this video, but whenever y'all see this video, I started my job the day after I made this video, the morning after I made this video. So yeah, I did get a job, It's very close. I don't gotta drive that far. I'm making $10.50 an hour, and y'all know y'all like, oh, bitch, $10.50 ain't nothing. But consider the fact that $10.50 is literally up the street, like right around the corner. Like, you know, I don't gotta do too much to get there. I could take the $10.50, baby. I could take it, and I'm proud because I asked God for it and he gave it to me. I don't want it to be a situation like Walmart when this same time last year, well, a little bit back in January, was I asked God for a job. I prayed to God, begged God to give me a job at Walmart and coveted, and he gave it to me. I do have a come to work with me video on this channel somewhere, and I got that job, right? I had that job. I was making $14.50 an hour. I cried every single time I had to go to the job. I cried going into work. I cried coming home. I cried on my way in the car. I cried leaving my home, leaving my mom, going out in the cold, having to work in the snow. I cried so much to the point where one day I was getting ready to wash my hair, complaining, but I said, let me wash my hair so that I could get ready for work. And in the midst of me washing my hair, head dunked under the water. Before I could even, I heard something outside, and the something that I heard was my car being cooked up to a tow. Now granted, my car didn't get towed for that reason, but this the backstory how I know that God works. My car note gets paid every 3 months. It has been gotten paid every 3 months ever since I've gotten a vehicle. So paying my car 3 months late is not something new to the facility, but they said that, oh, because my car payment was 3 months late, or was fin to be 3 months late, they had to repo my car, and it would have took me $2,000 to get it out. I didn't have that $2,000 at the time, and even though I probably could have mustered up one, I decided to let them have it, and it all ended up working out for my favor. More of that in another day, but it all ended up working out in my favor. And so I ended up losing the job, losing the car, losing all those things. And then God told me, let me realize, Nike, you asking for that, you want that, but you don't need that. You don't need no job, you don't need that car. You need to be rooted in me, rooted in God's word, and I'm going to provide all these things for you. So after I've been sat down for a year, I've been literally sitting down for a year, you know, God trying to mold me and put me in the right direction and put me in the right place. So now he's saying, yo, now you may be a little bit more ready, because now because now you understand that I'm giving you this because you asked for it, but you know that you don't need it, right? I know that I don't need it. I know I don't need no job because I've been living, you know, I just want a job so that I can help, so I don't have to be dependent, even though God will provide, so that I could, you know, do part of my part with like just taking care of me and taking care of my kids, taking care of my family, like buying my family food and buying them gifts. And you know, I want to be that person. Like, I don't want to wait. You know, I've asked God a lot of times to let me be that person, and as I'm walking into it, I don't want to stop. You know, as I'm becoming the person that God wants me to be, I want to be able to stop. I don't want to be stopping doing something that I'm asking God for, like being a help or being a service to my people or anything like that. I just want to do it, right? I just want to do it. So that's the thing. I got a job, and I'm excited to go to it. I fall in. I got a job. I'm excited to go to it. Next thing, another thing is that I am going to Cosmo School. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm going to Cosmo School. I'm going to Cosmo School. I'm going to Cosmo School. I'm not going to tell y'all where. If you're watching my videos, guess where I'm going to Cosmetology School at. And if you guess right, I will shout you out in my notification gang of the week. I don't got a notification gang of the week, but I have been really thinking about making one. So you be the first person to introduce our notification gang on this channel. I do got a name for y'all already. Y'all are called my peer friends, which is like my peer princesses. So my peer friends, something like that. And yeah, so I am going to Cosmo School, y'all. I'm ready, I'm prepared. I'm not prepared like physically with outfits and stuff to go to school, but my mind frame is telling me, Nike, you gonna rock school out. Like, you've been skipping over doing hair for so long. Like, I've been doing everything else, picking and choosing over everything else, but now I'm finally feeling, yo, boom, rock it out in cosmetology. And I'm just thrilled, and I'm just excited, and I know it's gonna be great. I know it's gonna be great. Let me see how long this video is. Oh, 15 minutes, starting to get too long. So of course, let's see what else. I know in my smoking with me chit chat videos, I do a lot of chit chat and not enough smoking. But I ain't even got to do that much smoking this time around because I'm kind of already high. But yeah. Okay, of course I gotta give you guys a dose of God in my channel, on my videos, as I put these chit chats out. I don't really got no word directed by God just yet, but I'll tell y'all something that I feel like I need to tell myself, and I need to tell myself to just don't I'm probably not telling this to myself. I probably have heard this in passing throughout the week sometime. I know Pastor Stephen Furtick said do the new you, and I know Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts said it's your best move. You gotta push out your best move. So I want to tell myself, and I want to tell y'all that you gotta do it. Oh, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I was watching something. I don't know if it was Margaret Tracy J's prayer call or something, but something was it was Margaret Tracy J's prayer call, and she was saying like, yo, if you got a word for this year, if you had a word, like if your word was elevation, she said, then you need to understand that if anything in your life is going on that's not elevating you, you need to cut it out of the picture, because your word and your focus is elevation. So if that thing is not elevating you, then why is you still holding on to it, right? So my word of this year is no surrender, no retreat, right? That's what the year came. I texted to my brother. I let him know, bro, this year it's no surrender, no retreat. So I'm telling y'all, that's the word that's the word. No surrender, no retreat. Like, we going after this thing this year with our foot on people's neck, with our foot on the devil's neck. We coming after the devil. At one point he was coming after us, but now we are prepared to go to war. I know y'all heard me say it all the time that I'm prepared to go to war with the devil, and I have been for a long time, but I just didn't understand that God needed me to get outside of my walls that I've built, get outside of my home, get outside of protection. I used to feel like being inside was like my safe place. I used to feel like, you know, in this house, even though people can't see it, I'm breaking generation curses, I'm doing all the things. But God said, Nike, the gift that I have given you, the voice that I have given you, the attitude, the creation, the things, the correlation that pops up in your mind is not for the walls in your room to hear. They're not for me to manifest to myself over and over again. The gift that I was given is a gift for me to pass along, for me to tell you, like, yo, they said I had to go through it so you won't. That's what this is. This is a gift, and I had to realize like what gifts was. I used to think my gifts was for me. My gift was for me to be chosen, but I had to realize that being chosen is not for me. Being chosen is not. You think a person woke up and said, yo, I want to be chosen? If they knew the work that came with being chosen, if they knew the pain, the cries, the tears, the trials, the tribulations that came with being chosen, a person ain't gonna just wake up and say, I want to be chosen. But if you chosen, and there's nothing you can do about it. But the best thing for you to do is just to walk in that purpose, walk in that calling, walk in that reasoning that God has chosen you, because he have chosen you for a reason. And a long time, like I say, I didn't know why. I didn't know what it was all about, but now I know. Now I know that I got a purpose, and I've narrowed it down to 3 things. And I'm sure y'all heard me say it. My purpose in this world is to put God's people back to Christ, to pull my entire bloodline out of poverty, and to be the princess of my city, in anybody's city that I'm in. And nobody in this world can take that away from me. Nobody can tell me I can't, because God have said, Nike, if you walk, if I just listen to God and be a vessel, be a vehicle for him to spread out his words, to let his people come back home. Just like today, I listened to all that stuff, and something was in my mind was just telling me to tell one of my friends in a group chat something. And I kind of was like, no, I'm not gonna tell her this. I ain't gonna get into it. I don't really know how to say it. I was like that, but I just decided to type the message up anyway. So I typed it up, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and I realized, and once she responded, she said she needed that. And I said, yo, I've been battling with God, and I'm happy that I listened. So he's telling me, Nike, the pain that I've dealt with, the struggle that I've overcome, the relationship that I had to get out of, the baby daddy issues that I go through, that I never speak about, that I never bring to the surface. He's saying this is things that you gotta speak about, that you gotta say, so that other people can have the courage to walk away, so that other people, so that other women can say, you know what, yeah, this my baby daddy, yeah, this my kids, but for me and my kid to survive, this is something that I gotta leave. For or even if you don't got no kids, if you in a place, if you at your hometown, if that's something you gotta say, yo, in order for me to elevate, I gotta leave. I gotta leave. I gotta leave. And I was watching another thing today too with B Simone, and she was saying like, yo, if her family, like, they just didn't understand. They just didn't understand. And I correlated with that so much because that's just like how I was. Like, your parents, your friends, they always going to tell you to come back home because you're welcome there and you're comfortable there and they want you there. But in order for you to get to where God's sending you, you got to leave home alone. You can't, even though this default, I'm telling y'all this to tell me now, though, even though this a default position, and even though this position is always going to be there for us to come back home to, it doesn't mean that we have to always come back home. It doesn't mean you have to always go back home. I came back home because it was the only option that I had, but I fought coming home for so long. My mama would call me soon as I got into the midst of this, soon as I got into this relationship, soon as I got into this fight, as soon as I got into it, my mama would tell me, Nike, you can come home. You know you can. Anytime, any day, any night. And for 3 years, I sat on the phone with my mama and I said, what's up with you guys? This is future me from the last time I made that video. My phone did go dead. If you want to find out what my mama said, what I called my mama and said, then stay tuned for another video, for another story time, and whatever story time that comes out. I don't know whenever the other part of it comes out again, because my phone did die in the middle of me actually telling you guys about the story of like my actually journey, which wasn't really a journey for me to which wasn't nothing I was really trying to pinpoint anyway. It just happened to be coming out as that. So you know, everything happened for a reason. Probably a good thing my phone went dead. Maybe y'all don't really need to know my struggle that deep just yet. So this is the outro, you guys. I hope you guys be blessed. I hope you like my videos. I hope you stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. It is free. I don't ask y'all for anything, but if I had to ask, it'll be just for that, to subscribe to my channel so that I can finally get to 1,000 subscribers. We is on the road to 200 subscribers, and I love every single one that I have now. I do have 177 subscribers, so big ups to y'all. Y'all the prayer gang, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So see y'all soon, and stay tuned for my next video.